The two most beautiful weeks of the year, but for you probably also the busiest weeks of the year with so many Eurovision acts that you are doing the staging for.
So now it's time for Eurovision. Sorry for my voice. I've been working too hard these 2 weeks. No, but these 2 weeks are so exciting. I am so happy to be back. It's honoring to be working with previous countries, and I'm super happy to be working with 2 new countries this year.
One of these new countries is Australia, which is very interesting for us because we're an Australian website. Yeah, your plans with Isaiah. Tell us about it. How did it go from scratch?
So we have been working together with Isaiah and his team over in Australia. Together we built a performance that has a keyword that is cinematic and poetic, and we are just trying really hard to find the right angles and to just work with everything so we can get this basically so we can get the poetic message through. He is very special in his output, his energy, and we need to show that, and we want to build the performance out from him and not hide him in cameras and angles, but instead have him being in the center.
Is it the act with the most work in progress still for you?
Ooh, it's very hard to say what performance of mine for that needs more work now. Today I just had my first rehearsal with Bulgaria, so now I'm into the same level of all of the acts. All of them acquire each much work, I would say. It's different things. Some of them need more light, some of them we're missing some of the key elements, some of them needs more camera adding, some of them needs more drama within the artist. So basically I would say all 4 need as much work from now on, but all 4 are starting on a pretty steady ground for the first rehearsal.
What's the main issue that you're now focusing on for Australia's act?
So the main issue right now is to be able to have him, we're using a turntable, as you may have seen, something that's spinning, and that puts you of course in a challenge because we're spinning the artist, but we're still asking and need cameras and shots to be very much precise and sharp. So we are working as a team together with Eurovision to make sure that we really get those angles, and Isaiah is so good, he's so professional. He's just like killing it every time. Even though we might miss him, he's always delivering.
Bulgaria today in the press center revealed itself as perhaps one of the outsiders to go really high in this year's competition, also because of the staging, but also because of his flawless vocals. How happy were you when you got approached by Bulgaria and you got this like rough diamond in your hands probably?
I just felt, I got contacted about Bulgaria, and I think that they are a very interesting country to work with. I think their last year's selection was very strong. Poli had a very good song, and it's the same songwriter this year and composer. And that's always interesting when a country can give you more. Like I like more contemporary songs. It's right up my alley. I like to build performances that are more contemporary. And this song just has that, I don't know, it's so poetic. And he is so poetic, but it has that edge. It sounds so new. It sounds tomorrow. So I was just like, let me start with it when I heard the song. I just want to get in there and start with it. My mind went shooting off straight away when I heard the song. So I'm super happy to be working with them.
You've had some great results in recent years, of course, making the final with a lot of your songs. But like top 3 or maybe even higher, that would be, I guess, also for you as the person who fought up the background of the staging would be a big honor.
Yeah, coming into this, it's very different, and it's so honoring because I get to listen to a song, look at an artist, and I create something out of my mind, and I work then with the artist to make this happen. If one of my performances go very high, or our performances, of course I would be extremely happy. I think my best ranking must be 7 with Armenia last year. I don't know. But that's the thing. I don't really think about the ranking. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. I just for me, it's all about that second when they go live, because then I cannot do anything more. I've done everything. I've just pushed every second, every camera angle. I pushed the artist. I worked so much with the lights. Then I know that, I've done my work now. So I don't know, something is, if I'm happy with the work, I am happy. I'm going to be happy for 10 years. And that gives me so much satisfies, the feelings are just, it gives me so much pleasure to have a performance that I'm happy with and that the team is happy with. If we were to go high, I would of course be extremely happy. I had 2 glasses of champagne. No, but I'll be super happy. But it's really hard. I think this competition is just so weird to those odds. I don't know. I'm not an odds person. I have no idea what to think about it.
So let's talk about the 2 other countries. Armenia to start with. You of course worked with Iveta, as you just said, and now her prospect, Artsvik, is taking over. So it was an easy call that they came back to you, I guess.
So I'm working with Armenia this year. Last time I did with Evita, the performance Love Wave. It was very appreciated. I still hear back, I get noticed that people liked it. It makes me happy. Evita has one energy that was my inspiration to build that performance. That song had a certain energy. This song has a different energy this year. I was very happy to be called back by Armenia. They are also using the same composer as last year, Lilith. She's very pushing for the envelope. She doesn't want to build original songs. She always wants to push for that, and that inspires me. So when I heard this song and saw Artsvik, I actually felt that I needed to do something that was super strong, that in color-wise, that made you remember the song. That made you go oof, because the song is so different. It goes up and down. It's a chorus. It's that he part, and you need to get the audience sucked into this really magical world to never have them to get the audience wondering what's gonna happen next. And I think we're actually on a good way with Armenia, so I'm super happy. And we have dancers from Sweden. Yeah.
That's always good because in Sweden they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Georgia. 3 years Georgia in a row, but 3 totally different entries.
So I've had the pleasure to work with Georgia. My sweet Georgians, the delegation is amazing, and they always come up with interesting acts. First year was Nina Sublari. Second year was Nika and the Georgian Lilidas. This year is a more traditional year. They chosen a song that is much more traditional than the previous 2 years. It's of course it's challenging to find a song. It's always challenging when you find a song. What's the hook? What's the main focus? Georgia this year delivers a song that makes people go, "Ooh, that's a really good song." We really want to highlight the song. We are not afraid of going with this traditional song. Sometimes you always need to find that core that is inspiring. I am in love with the moment when she breathes out smoke. I don't know if you haven't seen it, but I'm just in love with that part. So I'm happy to be working with Georgia. 3rd year, different song than previous years, but we are still, we're happy with the concept and pushing for nailing that full concept.